more professional because this is like a podcast. Or no, we just want to be ourselves right here. But hey, you guys. This is my first YouTube video, so I'm kind of a little nervous, but I think I'm gonna ease more into it as we go through the video. But I'm gonna be talking about confidence. Oh, my name is Leah, by the way. What's that? Nice to meet y'all. But I want to talk about this because I feel like this is something that I feel like I can talk about because I've done the actions and I've done the work. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm like the most confident person in the world because I'm not, but I've definitely worked on my confidence and I'm a way more confident person than I was a year ago. So I'm excited to talk about this. I feel like there's a lot of misconception around confidence and really what it means. And I feel like people usually will label somebody confident if they're loud or if they're most charismatic in the room, the most talkative in the room, then you'll like automatically assume they're just a confident person. But I feel like that's just not a way you can label somebody as confident because there is just such thing as fake confidence. And you know that saying where it's like the most confident person in the room is usually the most insecure? I'm not saying that that's like the case in all scenarios, but I do think that it's true to an extent. I feel like fake confidence is more of like you're putting on a persona for other people's validation and you're showing up in a way where people are going to validate you, like I said. And that's just not a stable kind of like mindset mentality to have because it's just not sustainable at the end of the day. Like real confidence is being so sure of yourself and having such a strong self-concept and continuously showing up for yourself and continuously doing uncomfortable things and showing up for yourself consistently and just knowing who you are to your core and feeling safe enough in your body to show up authentically to others without needing any type of validation or needing anything from anyone. Like you can walk out of a room and kind of like not feel like you even are questioning other people's perceptions because you're so sure of who you are. And I feel like with my experience, I'm gonna give an example. Like I've been working on my confidence for about a year now. And I feel like one thing that has really just kind of opened doors for opportunity for me, and not even like, oh, a job opportunity and this and that. Yes, that's the case, but I don't work. But like, I'm in school. I'm 17 years old. I'm a junior in high school. I'm going to my senior year. And all junior year, I kind of like made it a mission as like not seeking, but like any single time I was uncomfortable, I took that as an opportunity to grow my confidence. Also, with my sense of style, like junior year, I remember like, whenever you want to wear a new hairstyle and you're kind of scared to wear a new hairstyle because you're like, oh my God, everybody's going to notice that I'm wearing this new hairstyle. But it's like, you just thinking too much about what other people are thinking when it's just not that deep. Like people are not like over here just thinking about you constantly, like most of the time, and you don't even know other people's thoughts. I feel like you always have to go into like doing something that's new to you or uncomfortable. You have to see that as like, you have to think you have no idea what nobody is thinking. And half the time, a lot of people's thoughts are neutral. So it's just like, you kind of have to go into situations like that. And at the end of the day, this is your life. So do what makes you happy, do what makes you feel like you. And I remember I was like, okay, I'm gonna like try a different hairstyle, because I would always wear the same hairstyle all the time. Like I would continuously wear the same hairstyle. And I remember I'm like, mind you, I only did this because I swore on my life everyone was paying attention to my hair for some reason. Leah, you gotta switch it up. Like, you need to stop being scared. Take this as an opportunity to build your confidence and wear your hair. And a lot of it is because you're afraid of being seen. I feel like I was very afraid of being seen and like whatever, but you gotta get over that fear, right? So I'm like, okay, why my hair different? And it's like crazy because people will compliment you on your new hairstyle, or like people just won't say anything, and then you're like, and you feel confident throughout the day knowing that you made that choice, I feel like. And even if you don't, you can at least like say to yourself like, oh, I did it anyways, and I'm glad. Just be glad that you did. Be glad that you did the uncomfortable thing. And also, one thing I also did to kind of like build my confidence was I was really shy like freshman year, sophomore year, and I was like, okay, junior year I was over. I was like, okay, Leah, you gotta like start practicing confidence. You're finna go into the real world one day. Like that is something that you need to build, and that's just somebody that I want to be. I want to be a confident person. And I'm like, okay, well, you need to get over your fear of being seen and heard. And I remember I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna raise my hand when the teacher asks a question. Like if I know the answer, I'm just gonna answer the question, even if I think that I'm wrong or whatever. If I think my voice sounds weird, whatever, you're just gonna do it. And I feel like you need to know what makes you uncomfortable. Speaking out loud was something that made me so scared. And when that fear starts talking, I feel like that's when you know that that's like you're on the tip of like expansion. Like you are on the tip of being the person that you genuinely want to be. So I remember I would literally just start speaking my mind. Like if I had an opinion on something or whatever, like I would literally just say it, because why shouldn't I be able to? Like this is my life. You are allowed to be seen, you are allowed to be heard, and there's only one you in this world. Like you should feel proud of yourself. You should love that you are only you, and you should want to just like share your perceptions and your perspective on different things. And if you have something to say, you're allowed to, you're allowed to do that. And I feel like that's also a beautiful thing as well, because I feel like I realized once I started doing those things that I can bear the uncomfortability. Like that is something that it's not gonna kill me. And I remember like every single time I'm talking class, nobody batted an eye. Like a lot of the things that we overthink, it's just not anything worth to be overthinking about, and like it's okay at the end of the day. And I don't know, I feel like and it really teaches you to trust yourself a lot more as well. Like you learn to trust your word and trust the decisions you're gonna make, because you know it's only benefiting you at the end of the day. And I don't know, like it's just such a good feeling. And I remember this one time as well, we all know the fur boots, right? Like the furry boots. You either like them or you don't like them. And I knew that. I was like, people either love these boots or they hate these boots. But I fucked with the boots. I thought the boots were cute. So I'm like, okay. They were sitting in my closet for a couple months, and I was like, okay, the only place I have to wear these is to school. Like, this is the only place I have to wear these. But for months I was so scared to wear the boots, because I was like, oh my god, these stand out. People might fucking hate the boots. People might be judging me. People might laugh at me. And I was like so nervous to wear the fucking boots. And then I remember there was like a day I was like, okay, Leah, like focus. You're trying to build your confidence here. This is kind of something that, you got to expose yourself to uncomfortable situations, right? So I'm like, okay, wear your boots to school. Just wear the fucking boots. You know you want to wear the boots. You know you think they're cute. So just wear the fucking boots. So I'm like, okay. And I remember I put on the outfit the night before. I was feeling myself. I was like, my boots are cute as fuck. Like, I look cute as fuck. And I remember the next day, I made sure to wear them as soon as I got dressed and like got ready in them and everything, because I'm like, these boots are on, they're not coming off my feet. Bro, overthinking whole time I'm doing my makeup and I'm getting ready. Like, I'm just overthinking. I'm like, oh my god, like, I don't know if I want to wear the boots anymore. Like, as soon as you're gonna do something that's gonna expand you, like, literally fear starts yapping. And we know when that fear starts, yeah, you know you're gonna do something so good for you. Like, I feel like you have to think of it that way. And I remember my bus goes down this road and it will circle back. So I would stand by my window and like wait to hear the bus, and then when I hear it go down, I'll go through the front door and wait at my bus stop. And I remember I heard my bus going down and I had the boots on, and I literally started overthinking so bad. I was like, oh my god, like, I'm gonna take these fucking boots off. Like, I'm not, like, I can't do this. And then, like, you kind of have to be self-aware enough to realize when the fear is talking. I'm like, no. I caught that fear, and I was like, this is exactly what the fuck happens when you about to do something scary. You need to just push that shit away, and you gotta thug it out. Like, that's just like, you're gonna be cool. So I'm like, all right, heart beating at this point, I know I gotta step out the door right now. Overthinking so bad, wanting to change the boots, but I'm like, nah, we gonna stick with it. And I remember as soon as I locked the door in my house, I was like, damn, this is it. Like, there's no going back after this. Like, now we really just gotta wear the boots. And I was overthinking so bad. Like, the whole fucking bus ride, I'm over here like, damn, I should have worn my fucking sneakers. Like, but when I got to school, heart thumping. I'm thinking, as long as I can get through first period, shit cool. And I remember I got into first period and everybody was complimenting my boots. Like, even my teacher said my boots was cute. So I'm like, oh, okay. Like, I knew they was cute. But it's like, okay, now I really know my shit too. Like, okay. But also, I remember thinking, like, I'm like, okay, I'm doing this, and even if people don't like the fucking boots, I don't care, because I like the boots, and you have to stand on that. You have to stand on that, because you can't let other people's opinions try to dictate what the fuck you're gonna do and what your opinion is on something. So I remember throughout the day, I became just more and more confident. Like, I was walking with fucking pep in my step, like, feeling like that girl. Like, okay, like, I really felt so confident because I had the courage to do the hard thing, and it ended up coming like way better than I expected. Like, and not even like the compliments. Like, I probably got like 3 compliments. Like, cool. It's not even like about that. But it's just the fact that I was so proud of myself that I got through the day, and like, I just felt, I swear, walking in them halls, God, I felt invincible as fuck. Like, I swear, like, I don't know, it's such a powerful feeling, like, when you really own who you are in yourself. But, yeah, I feel like when you just show up as yourself authentically, like, that's really when your confidence arises, because even when it can feel uncomfortable, as long as you're being yourself, you're going to draw the right people to you and the right opportunities. And I feel like when you're authentic, that's just true confidence. When you're showing up authentically as yourself, that's true confidence. I knew I liked the boots, so just showing up in something that I like, I felt like that just made me so confident that I was like brave enough to show up as myself, especially growing up shy, because that was such a hard thing for me to do, and I would shrink a lot, and I would just not stay in like a comfortable bubble of just staying quiet, whatever. And I feel like as soon as I started branching out, like, I just started trusting myself so much more, and like drew in the right people into my life that just liked me for myself. And like, you just feel confident in the person that you are, because that's your light. Like, that's just your light. But I think I'm just gonna end it here. I feel like I could have said so much more, maybe use different examples, but I can do like another video on this or whatever. But there's questions I do want you to ask yourself, And maybe you can journal about this, write this in your notes, like really take something from this video, but ask yourself, who are you? Like really list what you like, what your values are, what your morals are, because having that sense of self is really gonna just strengthen the type of person you are, and like you just feel more confident in who you are because you know exactly who you are and you know exactly how you want to show up. And you can question yourself and also ask, what am I avoiding? You need to know what your fears are so you can be able to face them and know exactly what's kind of holding you back in a sense. And yeah, I feel like confidence is truly built off of just doing the uncomfortable thing and keeping promises to yourself and showing up for yourself consistently. And confidence fluctuates all the time, but I feel like just knowing that you're doing the hard thing just for yourself and know that it's only going to benefit you in the long run, you just have to keep that mindset. And sooner or later, like, you're just going to feel it and you're just going to feel just confident. Like, I don't know, affirmation self too, I'm gonna add that, but I'm gonna make a whole video on that. But I think that's it. I think that's all I want to talk about. This is my first video, so I might have been like all over the place. I've really been like practicing my articulation and speech and whatnot. So if I was getting a little repetitive or repeating the same things, I'm so sorry. I'm like working on that. And speaking of that, like I literally read 10 minutes every day and fucking like been making voice memos to like practice my articulation. I feel like I've done it so many times consistently and showed up for myself consistently. I finally feel confident. Not that you're ever going to be ready for anything, but I feel confident enough to just speak and let my thoughts be heard and just, yeah, but I'm really happy. Oh my god, I'm so happy. I can't believe I just finished this video. I'm very proud of myself. But I hope you guys like this video. I'm just gonna keep posting on here because I kind of like that I can just talk about things that I'm passionate about. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, whatever, like, I don't know. Thank you for watching.